So you are doing everything right, but you are still not improving your health. You are taking the right diet, right exercise. You're getting the treatment from best of the doctors, best therapies, drugs. Everything seems to be all right. But the one thing you lack is how you think, your mindset. Now, your mindset has a very big role for your metabolic disease, for everything. It's your disease, your relationships, your emotional wellness, your mental health, your spiritual wellness. If you want to do better in a business, your studies, your career, mindset determines everything. Now, there's this term called neuroplasticity. What does it imply is that your brain can be modified by repeated actions. Now, what you are today is the sum total of your habits compound into personality. So, the things you are doing today, the actions you are doing today, is being guided by thoughts. You created one thought and then you implied it, you bring it out in the action, and you have the result. What if we change this raw material, the thought, and you'll get another manufactured product? Let's suppose you wake up in the morning, you read three passengers died in this bus, and your children from school that day didn't come home at time. What you would think, the first thing that would come to your mind is the same news. But what if your children were gone for an extracurricular activity, was doing something else, maybe participating in some kind of event or bringing you surprise or doing some kind of thing which gives a net positive result, but you filled up yourself with the negative information. So the first thing you should do right now is to cut off any negative information sources. Now this is newspaper, this is media, this is radios, this is television, magazines, everything that is negativity. Now you may think what I read doesn't have negativity. It's the fact that is going in our world. But it's not. It is not. I mean, it's useless. It's waste. Now, which is waste, which is useless, is negative. Would you ever put something in your house which is of waste, which is useless? Let's take an example here and I'll make you understand this. You had 100 different things stocked up in your house. You don't use them. Now you're thinking that, okay, all right, let me remove this. When you remove these things, the energy of house changes. Not just physically, yes, your house do look empty, it does look spacious now, but it feels different, right? Why does it feel different? Because the useless, waste things now are being thrown out, and there's a space for new things to come. And those new things, you could decide what to bring in. Similarly, first stop these negative information sources and fill up yourself with positive information sources. I mean, something is gonna come. Let it be positive. You can hear to, let's say, your religious text, your scriptures, maybe spiritual talks, reading book, focusing on your career, and affirmations for yourself. The second thing you right now are doing is eating your medicine but thinking about its side effects. Or you are taking your medicine and creating doubt. Will this medicine work? I had heard this medicine doesn't work in everyone. Will it work for me? I had heard they got this symptom, they got the side effect of this medication. Will I get it? Yeah, that day I was feeling sluggish. I did had some breakouts. All of this thing, all of these thoughts are eating you up. What are you doing? Literally, what are you doing? You are taking medication, but thinking this thought is just nullifying the effects. Every thought has an effect on our body. The energy from thoughts, vibrations, has a physical effect on the physiology of our body. And 90% of disorders today are psychosomatic disorders. And there's so much research for this. We always tell our patients and clients about this thing, that if you are eating something, if you're eating out of taste, let's say, don't create guilt at all. Eat it. If you want to eat it definitely. But don't create, oh, I'll get this if I eat it. Oh, it will raise my sugar if I eat this. Now that you have decided to eat it happily. Accept it as a nectar from God and eat it. Nothing would happen to you in that sense. But if you're eating and still creating, oh, right, I ate it, but I don't feel good now. My doctor said, my doctor told, no, they told me no, everyone's saying no, but I still eat. Either don't do it, or if do it the right way. That's the bottom line. And the third one you are doing today is not charging yourself with affirmations. Affirmations work wonder. All right. So you are taking the right diet, right exercise, but you're still thinking and still in doubt if this treatment would work. Why not substitute this thought? Sorry, why not replace this thought with another? This treatment works for me. Oh, I love getting this treatment because my body is already healthy. Visualize yourself as being healthy. Right now, the fact is you're not healthy. That is a fact. But we are not lying to ourselves. Even if you want to label it as lying, lie to yourself. It's okay. But this is a method of healing. We are not lying to ourselves in this method. In acting, we call it method acting. You must have heard it if you are into that line, but there's this term called method acting where you uh, feel those emotions in your mind and it expresses outside from your uh, physical body. So, what you are doing here is actively commanding yourself, your subconscious mind, to take this message in that I am healthy already. I'm taking this medicine, and this medicine is doing what it needs to be done. This medicine is lowering my blood pressure. My blood pressure is 120 by 80 mmHg. Give the specific figure. You, let's say you had migraine and you are suggested to stop dairy and wheat and sugar as well. So instead of creating thought that, oh, I cannot leave dairy, I can leave wheat and sugar, think, if I can leave wheat and sugar, I absolutely can leave dairy. That is it. It's one thought away, literally one thought away. And maybe you don't need to leave dairy forever. Maybe you can start it. Maybe you can, you know, get in a little dose of it after some times. And if you are suggested for dairy, for limiting or cutting out dairy, there must be a good reason that your dietitian or your nutritionist has suggested you. So please keep them in the loop. And always keep your doctor in the loop every time you are making changes from your medications and your treatment. But this is about mindset, and this is all in your control. It's very individualized. So that's the beauty of it. You control it, you are the master, you don't depend on anybody else. That is it from this video. Hope this helps, and I'll be making more of these. I would love to hear from your side what video you want on what specific topic.